Man, I'm so glad that we have this Varus here, reminding us all to poop responsibly. Alright, off we go, once again, into the wide, wide adventurous world of the Iron 4 Theater. I love that trundle dance. Alrighty, so here we are once again, spectating again through our good buddy Zach Kill, who's playing Set, once again, in mid. Again. So yeah, a lot of again, and speaking of again, you know, I was sitting there in the loading screen, and I suddenly remembered that weird error that I was getting. Oh my god, it was like, what, a year or two ago? Where I would spectate through somebody, and for no reason, when it would get, like, oh god, it would, like, stop either at, like, a multiple of 20 or, like, at 100%. And then I would just get an error message that was, like, oh man, I can't even remember what it said. It was something like your friend isn't playing a game right now or something, and, like, the game will close or something like that. And it literally wouldn't let me spectate through certain people, and I kept having to try it again and again and again and again, and then sometimes I would finally get in, and the game would already be like a few minutes in. But, man, that was super annoying. But I don't think that's going to be an issue anymore, because, you know, if you didn't get it enough in the last video, I've got a new computer now. And it runs very beautifully and very quickly. And everything's hunky-dory and wonderful with this new computer. I'm loving it. Just like McDonald's. I'm definitely loving it. This is good stuff. I've just been so overwhelmingly happy with everything that I've done and played so far with my new computer. Like I said, everything's just been so wonderful. This is a gank. Wow. Oh, man, I got both flashes out of them. Oh, that was a lag. Now, I'm not going to blame my computer for that. Oh, heck no. That's definitely got to be the client. Oh. Got him. Oh, my God. I got him with the first blood. And everybody is in the game this time. So I'm going to be focusing more on the game this video, for sure. Not only because we have an actual game going on this time, but also because I think I said everything I needed to say in the previous video. That was an interesting trade of summoner skills by both mid laners. I don't know why the Graves has Ghost, but hey, you know, he's doing him, and that's great. So I think this Chogi might be dead here. Okay, well, if somebody was going to flash, they really should have done it sooner, but they didn't. And apparently Nasus hasn't learned W, and Malphite hasn't learned E or W. So, you know, we're being kept up to date, and that's very nice. Also, oh. I, neglected to notice the client, like server status notifications in the top left. If you noticed in the previous video, there's a big yellow bubble on the top left of the client window. And if I would have clicked that, I would have seen that it said spectator mode disabled. We're aware of problems with or issues with spectator mode and are working on a fix, but until then the spectator mode is disabled. That would explain why when I right-clicked on people that were in-game, I didn't see the option to spectate their game. It literally wasn't in that menu. And I was sitting there, I was so baffled by it. Genuinely. I honestly thought that they removed that function. I was like, oh my god, you can't spectate people anymore? I know it's been a long time since I've done it, but wow. Oh man. What happened to my music? Is it still playing? Oh, there it is. I couldn't tell. If there was like a song that was playing just now, it was like super quiet, I think. I literally didn't hear it. Alrighty. But yeah, you know, speaking of super quiet, I got the volume all set since the previous video, so that was nice. I don't remember why. I remember lowering the volume. It was either like it shares the options like from in-game, like between in-game and spectate. Because I know that sometimes the options do change or are different from each other. But oh, this is interesting. So, okay, so, was that Graves? Oh, it doesn't say. Somebody pinged help, and like Graves just like sat there. Oh my, oof. That's a big oof. Yeah, it's not showing who's doing those pings, but I can only imagine that that's Trundle. That was a very rare instance where the Trundle is the one getting trolled, as opposed to Trundle doing the trolling. That was very upsetting, honestly, for the red team. But hey, you know, it gives the blue team some time to come back. Oh, that was Warwick? Alright, first of all, let's break this down like an LCS broadcaster. Well, not really, because I haven't heard them speak in a very long time, so I don't know what exactly they say. So, Warwick decided to charge in there with no mana to do anything, and then as he was charging in, he gets exhausted, right? With no mana, by the way. Let's not forget that point. But even still, despite both of those things being the case, he still flashed in and tried to get the greed kill on the Misfortune. He's actually really fortunate. Ha, get it, Misfortune? Fortunate? That he didn't die. Because by all means he should have. That should have been a Warwick death there. What is Cho'Gath doing? What is this? What? What? What's he doing? I don't get it. Was he, like, trying to ambush him there or something? I'm very, like, confused by what I just witnessed. I don't know what the logic was there. Oh, there we're doing the... Why does Trundle have exhaust? Wait a minute. Yeah, he has exhaust smite, and Set didn't run away from this? Alright. That's exhaust, right? Yeah, that's exhaust. That's weird. I am, and Graves' ghost was ghosted there. I don't know why he would have needed Ghost at any point during that fight, but for some reason after the fight was over, he was still he was going Ghost. He's the real Danny Phantom. Why? I'll never get the answer. I don't know why. I can't torture myself. Like, what? Warwick? Alright, well, that death that Warwick should have gotten, like, 2 minutes ago, it was just delayed. It was a delayed death, is what that was. And he finally got killed. Oh, that's bad. What? Hello? Oh my god. What is happening here? Also, wait a minute, how did Set come back here so fast? Didn't he just die? I was just talking about the Graves going Ghost. Oh my god, the double kill. Suddenly the blue team is back in this fight. With the dragon, by the way, even though Warwick died. Oh, that was... You know, actually that was, like, a decent flash. I don't know if he was, like... I don't know if he saw Cho'Gath's ult prior, or if he was, like, timing it or anything. But, yeah. It was... I probably would have flashed there, too. You know, you never know. Alright, so blue team's just pounding on this tower. But then Trundle shows up and he's like, hey, get away from my daughter. Alright, so okay, so we've got like a lane swap here? What is this? Or just like, the bot lane is just really, really committed to this tower. They don't want to give it up. Man, and you know, I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to think here. Because, you know, my ability on this game, oh my, has definitely degraded over time. And so, oh my god, this Sniperoo! Big fat question marks. I don't know who's doing them. So I'm actually not sure if the right call there was for red team's bot lane to go mid, or if they should have just went straight bot and just try to at least get some damage down on the blue team's first bottom tower. But that didn't happen. So they just noticed that, like, blue team's bot lane was just, like, in mid, and they were just like, go, 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 go. I like how Malphite is keeping us updated. He's got 98 seconds on his ult. It'll be up soon, guys. Also, man, the blue team took a commanding lead here all of a sudden. Oh, and now they're probably just going to lose that lead. Okay, lol, never mind. Graves was attacking the Rift Herald? I don't have any words for that. He was attacking the Rift Herald when his team was being killed by the enemy team. Oh my goodness. This Varus is the sniper. Sniper no sniping. Not for this Varus, though. That's pretty wild. Also, that Malphite skin is a new one. What was that? It was a Dark Star Malphite. I think that just came out? I can't remember now. Oh, but I do know that there's a Malzahar skin coming out soon. Oh no, I think it did come out already. It, like, you know, it's on live. But, yeah, World Breaker Malzahar. I mean, it looks okay. It looks good. It definitely looks way better than Battle Boss Malzahar with the Virtual Boy graphics going on there, which was just really obnoxious to look at. And I had, like, zero interest in getting. Oh! We're just gonna 1v1 the Misfortune who walks away. What? Why was he? Wait a minute, what? Why was he there? I have to go back. What? He was stealing their... Hello, two. There we go. He was stealing their Gromp! He just happened to be in the neighborhood stealing their Gromp. And just zooped right on in. And got that kill. Unbelievable. Why was he there? Yeah, well, he doesn't have a buff, so yeah, he didn't, like, steal or time any buffs, or see that, like, any enemy buffs were up. I'll say, yeah, we're double speeding this to get back to the time that we were at. But man, there was a lot of stuff that was happening there. Oh, alright, and we're just gonna kind of pause and buffer that, apparently. Okay, well, that's awkward. That's really, like, the suboptimal place to place the Rift Herald there? Okay, it didn't matter because Cho'Gath's dead. What? Alright. The Warwick Cleanup Crew, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. This guy is all over this map. That's crazy. That is really crazy that he just was in the perfect position twice now. Also, man, this Varus' aim is pretty wild. Yeah, you know, at this point in the game, I'm not seeing the blue team losing this. Oh my god. They could. You know? There's always a chance. There's always a chance that some shenanigans can go down. But, you know, at this point, they're in a very, very comfortable position here. I don't know, Malphite doesn't have his ult, but he's kind of role-playing like he does just to scare them off. And Warwick, did he really just, like, sneak in there, like, the perfect timing for them to not see that? Huh. Well, okay, then he shows himself, so kind of ruined the surprise. Surprise party with Warwick. Also, yeah, he has the gray Warwick skin, which was initially a refer a friend gift or whatever, like a thing that you can earn from, oh my, from the original refer a friend. With that and Medieval Twitch, and then there was like some really like ridiculous prizes that you can. Oh my god, he's doing it again. He's on a rampage. He did it again. How he's always in the perfect position to clean up. I don't know what this is. Fight the Trundle, but hey, you know he's trying. He's trying. Yeah, that and Medieval Twitch, and then there was, like, some super ridiculous prizes, like, if you referred, like, I think it was, like, 2,000 friends or something, and, like, all of them got to level 10 or whatever, like, you'd get, like, they would pay for, like, a ticket for you to go, like, visit Riot Games, and, like, they like, put, you know, they give you a tour around Riot HQ or something, like, what in the world? Who came up with that? I think that's pretty wild. Oh, that's bad. See, like I said, there's always a chance. GG. big throws. I was gonna say, why is this guy doing his... Was it W? Oh, that's bad. Whoops, we seem to have forgotten that set has Demolish. So, the Trundle is literally 2 levels below set here, but it's gonna exhaust him and win this fight, apparently. Huh. Okay. You made a believer out of me, Trundle. You definitely made a believer out of me. But yeah, so I actually got the Grey Warwick skin, and nowadays it's I think it's like a random possible skin shard that you can get. Or no, I'm sorry, not a skin shard, a permanent skin. It's like a random possible permanent skin that you can get from an honor orb. And also, and Medieval Twitch too. But I actually got the original Grey Warwick when it was still in the Refer a Friend, because it didn't take that many Refer a Friends to get it. And, you know, I did like those first like 1 or 2 like League videos on my channel, and I got like a decent number of people that like referred through me. I think it was almost 50. I think it was like somewhere between like 40 and 50. I think. But oh, that was good. Varus just casually just, like autos once over that wall and kills him F. But yeah, it was like Grey Warwick. I think it was like 25, and they did a thing now where after they added... Oh, and this was the original Refer a Friend. Then they did a revamped Refer a Friend sometime later where it was like you could only get like a maximum of up to 5. And then you'd get like... It was like IP or something? Maybe the skins were in there? I don't remember. But it was like Refer a Friend version 2. And I remember getting all that stuff instantly because all of my Refer a Friends carried over from the original Refer a Friend. So I instantly got all of those rewards. So that was nice. And then you know, then now you have like, you know, the drop and the orb system, whatever. But when they made it so that you could get Grey Warwick and Medieval Twitch from those honor orbs, they made it so that anybody that actually had those skins beforehand got a special loading screen border around it. So if you use that skin, you have a special loading screen border. And so yeah, I at least have that for Grey Warwick, so that's cool. I do use Medieval Twitch like all the time, so I would have muchly preferred to have the loading screen border for that, but unfortunately I didn't get enough Refer a Friends originally, way back when, for that. I think it was 100, I think, for Medieval Warwick, or for Medieval Twitch. So yeah, things are continuously going really bad for the red team here. So I don't see this match lasting for much longer here. Baron is going to spawn in literally 2 minutes. And that's, you know, considering how this game is going, that's a while from now. That's like pretty much an eternity for the red team at this point. Oh, that Nasus is dead. And Cho'Gath used his ult for that, I believe. Okay, Graves used his ult for that and whiffed. But, hey, you know, at least that the red team is trying. You know, unlike the last match where, you know, admittedly, they were a 4v5. So, you know, maybe they just kind of sort of figured it was over and, you know, whatever, screw it. I'm not even going to try. Let's just wait until surrender. But even in that case, they still continued to kill people, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is, right? But, yeah, you know, unlike the previous game where they just, like, gave up. But, yeah, no, the red team was not giving up this time. And that's nice to see. Hello? What is that, like, isn't Trundle supposed to be, like, tankier than that? I feel like he's, man. Ah, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that guy's gone. So, I really feel like Trundle should have been, like, building tanky here. They really need, like, a front line for this Misfortune and, I guess, Graves. Which, I just realized they really don't have much AP outside of, like, Nami and Cho'Gath. But, yeah, you know, like, the Cho'Gath is at least building tanky. But, Trundle is not. And that might be an issue. Alrighty, so while we listen to some pants, I don't know, I dropped my thing that's making a lot of noise. Black and white music. Eh. This is happening. Alrighty, so the red team's actually grouping here, which, you know, I find that admirable. I like that, you know. Sometimes well, I should say sometimes I spectate these games and, you know, teams just don't really care much about each other. But in this case, yeah, they seem like they're on the ball. Although, man, like, this Misfortune is horrendously underleveled. And apparently, like, by association, so is the Nami. Like, they're both level 9, and, like, Varus is 12 and Malphite is 11. So, like, they really need some levels going. Yeah, man. They're sending way too many, like, their whole team, literally, responded to this. Like, the blue team really could be capitalizing on this right now. Like, they should be... They should have all been around Baron, like, at this moment, I think. Or, like, pushing down mid or something. Oh, my goodness. Wow. So, MF just died instantly there. That's not good. No. Warwick whiffed his ult, but still got the kill anyway. He's going to clean up on this Trundle. Clean up on the Graves. And the only person left is Cho'Gath, who's question mark pinging the fountain. I said, why wasn't that invisible person helping us? Alrighty, so this is just really elementary at this point. Blue team is just knocking out tower for tower. Misfortune is horrifically out of position there. But somehow it didn't matter. She's still horrifically out of position, like, literally pincering herself between the Warwick and the Varus. Not sure that that's what she wanted to go for. But hey, at least she didn't die. Oh, Nasus might get his back interrupted here. No, he's not. Warwick is dead, though. So the entire red team is alive here. Warwick is dead. Are they going to capitalize on this, or are they just going to play defense? Because they don't have any inhibs down at the moment. So that's at least a plus for the red team. We're just going to go ahead and... Yeah, they're just going to keep responding to threats as they come. I don't know. I feel like they should probably try to be a little bit more proactive than just, like, sitting in the base. It's like, I'm just, like, staring at the Nami and just, like, watching her just, like, sit there. Like, sitting in the base and just waiting for the blue team to do stuff. That's definitely not helping at all. So, yeah, Graves is probably dead here. Okay, Graves is definitely dead here. I don't know why he was pushing out so far by himself. But now, for some reason, Cho'Gath and Nami have decided to put, like, okay, Nami is being one of those support players that literally will not do anything on her own. Like, she, like, wants to be next to somebody. That's really depressing. Like, when that happens, it's like essentially like any like vision, like any activity on the map becomes like essentially a 4v5 because Nami like refuses to like be by herself. Which, I mean, if she's just, oh my goodness, like if she's just like not super far away from the rest of her team, she doesn't really have to worry about getting caught out and like dying. What is this? Like, why did Trundle get away with 1v1ing that for so long? What was the blue team doing that whole time? Okay. Okay, well, now they're getting the dragon. Well, at least Varus is. Nope, now they're... Okay, now they're fighting and just, like, instantly shredding through the red team. My god. The Varus just queued once and, like, shredded through 2 people who died instantly. Yeah, that's... It's like the red team like isn't being proactive enough, and they're not focusing correctly. Like they killed the set, and I really think that, like they should have just like all like grouped like right here or whatever, and then just like tried to push down here and like try to get the Varus who's right here. Like what do they have? They have like Cho'Gath could have knocked it, like Nami could have stunned. Or, like, I guess Trundle could have, like, slowed him. Something. Or, like, ulted him. I think his ult slows. Doesn't it? It says drains. Oh, okay, it doesn't slow them. It just reduces their armor and magic resist by 40%, half immediately and half over 5 seconds. The armor and magic resist, it was returned 4 seconds after the drain ends. I see. Uh-huh. Wow. So, Cho'Gath is blaming mid, which, not such a great idea. You know, in my personal, humble opinion, not the greatest idea to start blaming the team, and also bringing that to all chat. Like, that never ends well. But, you know, people just can't help themselves. It's 2020, and people are still doing this, so, you know, some things will never change. What's happening with this Baron here? They're whittling it down. Whittling it down very slowly. If the red team had any vision here, they probably could have stolen that easily, but they're just gonna, like, 5-man push down mid and, like, hope for the best here. So this is probably gonna be the end of the game here. Like, the blue team has 4 dragons and they just got Baron, and the red team is all grouped together, so this is just gonna be just your standard slaughter here. Yeah. I like how everybody was kind of focused on different targets. That's always good. It's good and helpful. And good and helpful. So, I don't know why. Honestly, like, this is super over for the red team. You know, not gonna lie here. I'm really surprised that only one person wanted to surrender on the red team. That seems really shocking. I don't know if those were, like, spiteful no votes, or though those were genuine no votes. We're like, yeah, we can totally win this. Or, like, I don't want to surrender, this is a ranked game. You know, a lot of people do subscribe to that mentality. You know, I don't want to surrender, it's a ranked game. I don't want to surrender, I'm in my promos. So, you know, I'm not surrendering this. Which, you know, again, it's fine. You can't really tell people how to play the game. I certainly know that from experience. So, you know, it's definitely a case of, you know, worry about yourself. You do you, and I'll do me, and all that good stuff. That Cho'Gath is dead. That Misfortune is alive. That's a surprise. Alrighty. And that's a GG right there. Yes, sir. Hey, at least Misfortune said GG. That was sportsmanlike. So let me go ahead and, not spectate, look at the match history for Zach Kill. Once again, he got himself another victory. Notching his belt with another victory. There it is. And yeah, he's on the ball here. He's farming his ELO. He's getting that LP. He's climbing and he's gaining that LP, and he doesn't want to stop either because he's already in queue for another game. So that's good. Alrighty. So, I mean, you know, not much else to say about that game that I didn't already say during the game, so that's going to be it for this video. If you like this video, why don't you subscribe or check out some of my other videos. There's more other ways, so stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video. And man, that Varus was just horrifically fed. Like, that needed to be, like, goal number 1 of the red team, which is, like, kill the Varus. Like, you know, what is that, like, that Batman meme? Like, you know, it's simple. We kill the Varus. You know, so just, like, kill the Varus. But, like, Malphite also had 1 death as well. So Malphite was doing a really on-point job of keeping the Varus alive. Like, essentially, like, if that was the case. I think, like, most of the time he was just engaging fights. But I feel like just because of, like, how tanky he was and, like, him just being, you know, a stony mountain wall in front of the red team, it definitely allowed Varus to just get away with outputting tons of damage. And it also helped that literally Varus was the only ranged champion in his entire team. So he had 4 melee champions just surround the red team like a big ring of death. The red ring of death. And Varus just, you know, pew-pew shoots them from afar. And, you know, he gets away with that because he's ranged. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time.